How you doing, guys? On my last video I was talking about this 2006 F450 Cummins 12 valve swap. My motor did not arrive like it was supposed to. Hopefully it's supposed to be in today. So today I'm going to take you through another project I've been working on for some time now. This 75 Ford Bronco Sport 302 V8. As you can see, I've already done quite a bit of work to it. It was last registered in 1989. It apparently the owner said the fuel pump had went bad in it, so he parked it. It sat outside for a number of years until he put it in a barn. And about 3 months ago, I went and pulled it out of the barn and started doing a little work to it here and there in my spare time. As you can see, I've done, a good little bit under the engine compartment. I had the carburetor was off of it, so I had to end up pulling the intake off and cleaning the rat's nest out of it, and there was some rust in the intake runners I had to clean up. Pulled the plugs, filled them full of WD-40, let it sit for a few days. Had to put a new radiator in it because the other one was just slammed full of calcium and holes. New water pump, power steering pump, new alternator because the bearings were shot in it. Had to put a new voltage regulator in it. New carb, new coil, new plugs and wires. And just cleaned it up and painted some of it just to make it look good. New battery. Most of the parts as far as engine parts have come from Advance, and the radiator as well, which it kind of surprised me that they had a copper radiator for this Bronco. And if you've done anything, you know that most of the new radiators are aluminum with the plastic jugs on the end, which I really do not like. Amazingly, the electrical system is in very good shape in this truck, even though it been sitting since 1989. Of course, I had to do a full brake job, lines, master cylinders, shoes. The drums were good. I just had to clean them up. I had to put I put new ball joints in one side, which you can't really tell. New brake lines, new steering dampener and everything, which it's in pretty good shape, being that it's a pretty old vehicle. New radius arm bushings front and rear. Service the transmission and it works perfectly. I've drive it up and down the road from time to time just to keep everything moving. It's a pretty well built vehicle. It's got like I said, it's got the 302 V8 C4 automatic transmission, Dana 20 transfer case, and if I get under here you can see it's got a Ford 9-inch factory rear with a factory locker. I had to replace the drive shaft because the slip yoke right there was wore out and extremely sloppy, and I was afraid it was going to break, and they're just way too expensive to replace, so I just went ahead and bought the whole drive shaft. Just a lot easier and less headache. And as you can see, I just put a glass pack on it and run it out the side over there. The only downfall in this vehicle, because I'm just about done with my part of it, is the floor pans. As you can see, the floor pans are pretty rotten. And then whenever I got it, the front floor pans were covered in fiberglass, and you can tell water, moisture, dirt, and everything I got under the fiberglass and just completely rotted the floors. And there's the passenger side. You can see daylight, so you can tell they're pretty bad. So I'm just gonna show you another project I've got going on. I've still got to get a speedo cable for it and a power steering line, just to finish up my part of it. Then we're going to send it to a body man who's supposed to cut all the rotten sheet metal out and replace it, you know, just so we can keep the factory body. You know, the outer panels aren't in all that bad shape. A few dents here and there. You know, it's got the aftermarket flare kit on it, so you can put the 31 1050s on it. You know, it's a pretty solid vehicle. You know, the frame is in excellent shape. You know, I mean, it's not too bad. I'm gonna start it up for you. Let you hear how this Bronco sounds and runs even after sitting for 20 plus years. And as you can see, even after sitting for 20 years, see if I can zoom in on that. It's not going to come in. Even though after it's set for 20 years, it's still got 50 pounds of oil pressure, which is extremely well. Fuel gauge still works, temp gauge still works, the voltmeter works. It's a little cold right now, but you know, it starts pretty good for being cold and sitting. But you know, that's just which I had to put a new fuel tank and filler neck in it because it was just completely rotten. You know, but you know, it's just a project. Figure I'd go over it with you while I'm still waiting on my new motor. So I guess that's about it for right now. Hopefully if my motor comes in later today, I'll be able to show you that and go through, you know, I'll probably be putting the valve covers on it and do the wiring harness on the motor before I get it back in the frame. So I figure I'll just give you a walk around and show you another project I'm working on. You know, it's not bad for a 75. You know, even the dome light still works. The blower motor for the heater works. You know, I mean, it's amazing that the electrical system still works in this thing. But that's about it for right now. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, you know, and I'll be posting a lot more as I get my projects going. You know, just one day at a time. Thank you for watching. Bye.